Hi, I'm here today. We're looking at this Mevo Ethernet power adapter. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it, and we're going to see what's inside, how it works, and I'll go ahead and demo what it's like when we're using it. Right now I'm recording on the Mevo over Wi-Fi, so I'm going to compare that with the Ethernet power adapter to see if we get any better bandwidth. Right now I've got a monitor up on the screen, and I'm able to see what's streaming from the Mevo over to this device. So we'll see if I can bump that up to high quality once I add the Ethernet power adapter. Right now, I'm only able really to get the low bandwidth out of it, although supposedly the Mevo is recording at high quality on the other end. It's just this NDI video monitor that is maybe a little slow. So we're just going to go check it out and see what happens. All right, so here I have this Ethernet power adapter. Just go ahead and take that off. All right, so let's open this up. So inside we have the power adapter. And we've got a little box here and a long L-shaped USB-C cord with a nice little zip tie here. And then instruction, warranty card stuff. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and open this up and plug it in. Let's see, I think this probably is meant to go in the back of the Mevo side, but I guess you could use it either way. We're going to go ahead and hook this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like we have the option of powering this with either USB-C or power over Ethernet. Today I'm going to go ahead and test out the power over Ethernet option. And I've got this Cat 8 cable here, which some might say is overkill, but I just want to make sure that the power Ethernet adapter is being tested at optimal capacity, optimal wiring, and everything such as that. So we're going to hardwire it in over to this Cisco switch over here and plug in Cat 8 cables just to make sure that we're getting best signal quality over the Ethernet. Okay, so I'm here with the Mevo app open on my iPhone, and I've got the do cam on the left and up on the top right. I'm just capturing the iPhone itself. And right here I've got the USB-C connected into the Mevo Power Ethernet adapter and the RJ45 Cat 8 cable for optimal signal quality. And then my iPhone, I'm recording with a Lightning adapter just straight to the Mac in QuickTime. So here's our Mevo. I'm going to try to refresh this and switch it back over. So I'm having some issues trying to connect, but we're going to try to click this tap to enable Ethernet adapter. And then the phone goes over to connect via Bluetooth to the Mevo. Usually onboarding the Mevo, that process involves connecting to the wireless access point the Mevo creates itself. So here we get a network settings problem. I think it's because the Mevo is on Wi-Fi still, but we're trying to enable Ethernet instead of Wi-Fi. So I've already kind of onboarded the Mevo, connected it to the wireless access point for my phone, and then entered the Wi-Fi password. So every time I restart the Mevo, it reconnects to my Wi-Fi. And I tap connect, and okay, so we can see here now, I'm on the Mevo settings. is connected again, but we're still on the Wi-Fi network. So basically, if something doesn't generally work, then have you tried turning it off and on again? So we should probably try to turn it off and back on again, see if that helps reset anything. The phone app, I'm just going to leave open here, wait till it loads again to recognize the Mevo. I'll start the Mevo again, and we should see it come up again here. Okay, so it looks like it's up, but it has connectivity issues with the Wi-Fi. So it's asking Wi-Fi cell data. Oh, now it's again here. So I'm going to try to tap to enable Ethernet. And apologies for the slow video here. That's not related to the Mevo. I'm actually using a separate camera for that, which I might review later. It's trying to connect via Bluetooth and still unable to open even while I try to orient the phone to direct it even closer to the Mevo. And we are only a few feet away here, so basically just retry again, I guess. So, ideally the experience here would be you connect it, switch it over, and it works, but maybe we just need to disconnect it from Wi-Fi. So maybe that's my issue, is that I had already onboarded the Mevo to Wi-Fi and it keeps auto-connecting. So we'll go ahead and retry again here. All right, Ethernet is available, and the Mevo seems to also want to be reconnected to Wi-Fi again. So that's a bit frustrating. So I'm having a bit of issues here, but the connectivity seems okay. All the cables are connected. I might have to come back to this in a moment, and we will retry again. Definitely this is all connected. I'm using Cat 8 here, but basically it's solidly connected. I know this cable has been well tested and it works before and with other devices. So, I'm not sure why this is happening, but I'll get back to it and we'll try again. Okay, so I have my phone here. I shut off the Mevo app and I'm going to restart it. And here's the Logitech Mevo app. Okay, so now the Mevo is on the Wi-Fi, and I'm going to go ahead and try to connect again. Okay, oh, it looks like it says already in use. Okay, and now it's connected to Ethernet on the bottom right here. So that's great. All right, so I guess the issue was that I needed to restart the iPhone app as well. Unfortunately, it's not as easy always to get all this stuff working all at once, but I had onboarded the Mevo on Wi-Fi before, so that could have been the issue. But now we're showing Ethernet over here on the bottom right, and I guess we can say connect Mevo. Okay, so here we are. We have this connected, and you can see now I'm on the screen. The video is a little laggy, but basically it seems to be working. I'm going to go into the settings here again and show, okay, now it's up on the top left, it shows Ethernet, and the network also shows Ethernet. And I guess there's a network diagnostic tool. We might as well try that. And there's also disconnect to edit Mevo's hotspot. So I'm going to hit this to do the diagnostic tool. And it looks like this is talking about Wi-Fi network or Mevo's hotspot if you plan to stream over LTE. But basically, I think this should be able to test when it's on the Ethernet as well. But let's go ahead and see what happens. It is connected to Ethernet. It's working now and it's showing that it's on Ethernet. So let's go ahead and click through. Okay, prepare the venue. Make sure that it's close to what we're going to record on. I'm just going to go ahead and say start test. Okay, and so this looks like it takes about a minute or so. I will not force you guys to wait through that. So we might as well try to speed this up. And it's just about done doing the network testing, whatever it's been doing. And it says, okay, reliable connection, 99% of data successfully delivered. So it is working over Ethernet much better than what I had with Wi-Fi. So I'm going to close that. And again, it shows Ethernet Mevo hotspot. So I think we're good here. We're going to go back and let's see. Oh. So in the settings here, I'm going to go ahead and enable NDI mode. I had it on 1080p 5 megabit per second, and I'm not going to enable Hep-C because none of the devices I have support Hep-C. At least the Linux box downstairs doesn't, because it has a very old NVIDIA graphics card. And of course, the proprietary NVIDIA drivers of the time and that graphics card did not support Hep-C. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Okay, so now it's saying attempting to reconnect and it's showing NDI here. So it's capturing me a little bit here, talking, and the video is a bit laggy, so I'm sorry about that. But basically over here on the left, here is the NDI. This button will show NDI, and you can also click it to try to record to another source. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and okay, it comes up with this, in order to stream, NDI mode needs to be disabled. So I found out that if you click cancel here, that it will actually let you record to the SD card as well. And then there's another switch for multi-destination, which it looks like they want to charge you like a certain amount per month or year to do that, which kind of sucks. But I'm going to go ahead and click SD card and then enter a title here. So I'm just going to type in example recording and say done. And then I'm going to hit record. And it will be now streaming simultaneously NDI and recording. So over here on the left, you see that it is counting up, and that's how long it has been recording for, as well as there's 7.3 gigs left. So I'm going to go ahead and slide to stop that. And now we're back to just NDI mode. It shows your recording is in the library, tap to view. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and show you, here we go. Here's the videos I was recording so far on there. And it's all just on the SD card. So there's another few options in here, like edit title, download to your device, share, and upload to Vimeo. So then I'm just going to hit delete because I don't want to keep this one. It's just an example. But yeah, basically this has been a quick demo of using the Mevo Ethernet adapter over the NDI and recording mode simultaneously. This is what I've been using to record this video. You'll hear me right now. I'm actually using a different mic, a different camera. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is the recording of my Mac screen here. Basically, I have QuickTime recording the screen of this NDI viewer app. And what you see right now is kind of a blocky, low bandwidth representation. You can see here on the left of the video, my mouse pad has a lot of, in need of a lot of anti-aliasing. You can see some pixels here on the left in that diagonal line. So right now, basically, it is on NDI video monitor settings low bandwidth mode. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. And it should freeze for a second. And sometimes with this app, I've noticed that you have to flip over back and forth to get data again. And also there is some bugginess if you're using this with the OBS Studio. Sometimes you have to actually delete and re-enable the scene. So like in your OBS Studio, if you were to go over to OBS and add a new source here, you have to basically like delete it and then re-add a new NDI source, which is kind of annoying. And sometimes it recovers on its own, sometimes it doesn't. But basically, it's kind of, a flip of the dice sometimes to see whether it actually is working. So from what it looks like, we are able to turn off the low bandwidth mode here in NDI video monitor, but and it is getting a nice crisp clean line here on the left of that mouse pad, but I'm also still seeing some lagginess and slowness here. You can see that the video is freezing a lot. It was doing that before as well. This is probably because I'm streaming down to another machine downstairs that is actually doing the compositing of these two these video sources, and then it is also sending it back to me over the NDI OBS preview. So what I'm going to switch to is just the regular Mevo output, and let's see what that looks like. That looks a lot cleaner, a lot crisper, and you can tell it's got low latency now from me here looking at the screen and talking to the mic. So hopefully this is actually usable on the other side when it's sending direct to another machine, but it seems like there's some issues with the OBS NDI output, perhaps, which if you're going to use this technology with NDI, it's kind of nice to kick the tires and make sure all of the different workflows that you want to use will work for you. In this case, I think it's good enough, but it would be, of course, nice to have a video monitor up monitoring the output of OBS Studio. And OBS is open source, so it changes frequently and is also, I think, in the process of updating the NDI plugin to version 5, because NewTek just announced the version 5 of NDI. And I have version 5 over here on the Mac, but of course they didn't release the NDI tools for Linux yet, which is the other Streambox that I have set up, is using NDI 4, I believe. So this has just been a quick demo of the Mevo Ethernet power adapter here. So far, I'm happy with the quality and the latency and bandwidth and everything, but we'll take a second to actually view what I've recorded and see whether it is acceptable, because I'm doing this live. This is kind of like, let's discover this product together, no script or anything like that, just to see, like, hey, what, is it usable? Is it something that you should buy? I got it because I wanted to test it out. So let's go ahead and get back to that, and I'll give you my review in a moment. So I just finished watching all the videos that I captured, and I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of the Mevo over this Ethernet power adapter. The place I'm recording from is actually upstairs, far away from the Wi-Fi access point. And so the Mevo is just barely on the edge of that access point's capability to broadcast. So I'm very happy with being able to record from this location, so long as I've plugged into the wired connection. Basically, if you were wondering about any of the other quality of the videos earlier, this document cam I've got here, this is a different device. I'm just using that to try to capture the close-up Vox views and things like that. You can see here on the screen, I've got that working here, but I'm kind of disappointed in the latency from here down to the box, the Linux machine that is recording all of this. So that might be a separate video and separate review. It won't be an unboxing because I've already unboxed it and tested it out. But basically, this would be the unboxing video for the Mevo Power Ethernet adapter. My review of it so far has been, yeah, I would get one again. It's always great to have better connectivity options, because anyone with one of these Mevo devices knows, like, if you're going out to different venues or places to record, you're not always going to be able to trust the quality of the wired or the wireless connection over a wired connection, which is generally more reliable. So I would say yes, get one. It's pretty compact. It's nice and easy to pack into a bag, along with the Mevo, which is also pretty compact itself. I believe it's about the same width, if not a little bit longer. But yeah, I would say go ahead and get one. It does come with the USB-C to connect it to the device, but you're going to need another USB-C if you want to connect to a non-power over Ethernet RJ45 jack. So go ahead and get another USB-C to make sure you've got power options if you're out there in some venue recording stuff. But yeah, I would say this is pretty reliable. I'm impressed with the quality. And actually, throughout different parts of the video, you will have heard a switch off between the mics. Or if I didn't do that earlier, I will switch to it now, and then you can compare the microphone on the Mevo versus this mic. This is boom mic up here I've got to the left of the camera. I noticed that this one over to the left is very directional, and so if I don't speak directly at it, it's not going to pick me up. So I'll give a quick preview with the audio tracks flipping back and forth, just to give you an idea of what the Mevo sounds like versus another third-party mic that I'm using as well to record this video. I do have some signal processing on the secondary mic chain, so to reduce noise and make it better quality for recording in an imperfect room and audio environment. But yeah, this has been a review and unboxing for the Mevo Power Ethernet adapter. If you like this type of content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this, subscribe to this channel, I guess. I don't have that many subscribers yet. I'm just kind of doing this for fun. It wasn't sponsored by anybody or anything. I just figured I should do some videos to test out this new equipment that I got to record audio. And if you like music, I'd suggest you go check out my other channel. I play music as my moniker Phasik, and I hope that you enjoy that as well. So I'll go ahead and maybe put a link or video thingy. I don't know how to really do that on YouTube, but we'll go ahead and try to do that. And yeah, see you next time.